your side. 6 on Your Side starts with First Alert Weather.
And with a thank you for joining us on this special streaming edition of 6 on Your Side. Basketball on the TV side. We're streaming with you tonight, looking at the potential for very severe storms, tornadoes even perhaps tomorrow, Wes.
Yeah, that's right, Jonathan. You know, we were hoping that this would trend the other way over the past few days. It's just been locked in, all the forecast data, on a significant severe weather threat for tomorrow. Not one that we see all the time. I just want to stress that. And you've heard me talk about a lot of these events. Many times we end up with events. They're very fast-moving lines of storms. This is one that has a potential to generate long track type tornadoes. Already tornado watches going up across parts of Mississippi. And we're in for several hours here through tonight, through tomorrow. We're going to have to monitor not just we're talking moderate risk, it's a high risk now, level 5 out of 5. It goes no higher than this as far as the risk for tornadoes and severe weather. Tomorrow we'll really see the greatest risk afternoon to evening, but we cannot let our guard down for the overnight hours because we will have another risk that starts to ramp up. That first alert weather day begins at midnight tonight. Have a plan, have ways to receive alerts. What will you do tomorrow morning if we have some power outages? How will you get those alerts for the afternoon with that second round? Make sure you have ways to get those alerts. Share the message. Safety items. We talk about helmets. Just basically it's head and neck protection. Any way there, blanket, pillow to offer a little extra protection in those safe spaces. Just good to have that for all times for an emergency safety measure. So as we take a look at radar now, we've had a couple of showers showing up in areas back to the north and west. As we look ahead over the next 24 hours, though, you can see the forecast radar data shows those storms ramping up by 2 o'clock in the morning, and then we have this first wave that moves on through. Maybe I would say, I don't want to say complete break, but maybe the activity sort of lessens in intensity briefly, but it comes back in a hurry by midday and into the afternoon. This one model is showing a severe storm over Tuscaloosa by 1 o'clock tomorrow, and all these individual cells, you can even look at the data and see they have that little hook appearance to them. So I mean, the models and all the data is just very conducive there to a risk of severe storms and tornadic storms later in the day tomorrow. But by tomorrow night, I do think as we get into the midnight time frame into the early morning hours on Sunday, this quickly moves out. East Alabama, you also have an elevated risk for severe weather, so that area as well. And this will, again, I mentioned around midnight tomorrow night, we'll start to see that threat start to lessen. But big improvement Sunday and Monday. Tuesday looks dry. Wednesday might see some storms late, and then we cool off again. Notice Monday morning 38 degrees, 37 early on Friday. So we still have some cold mornings coming up, but right now that system next week, I'm not seeing a severe weather risk, certainly nothing like the risk setting up for our Saturday. So a lot that we'll be tracking. Right now I know that we're coming to you on digital platforms. Just know if we do have a warning, we will be live on TV if needed all night long just to keep you well informed. So stay with WBRC on our streaming and our live platforms. We will keep you posted.
All right, Wes, thanks so much. Breaking at 6 on Your Side, WBRC just getting word from a Hanceville police officer saying he's received a letter telling him he and the rest of the department's officers on leave are being let go effective today. Officer does not want to be identified, but this comes just after several other officers, including the police chief, were indicted and arrested, accused of poorly running the department and the evidence room and misusing their offices for personal gain. We reached out to city officials, no comment from them so far. We do have a crew working to get you updates on the scene there in Hanceville. They'll have it for you tonight after basketball first at 9. Right now on 6 on Your Side, we of course in the middle of that severe weather threat risk right in the Birmingham metro area. So first responders are making sure they're ready to answer your calls when you need their help. Your reporter Jillian Brooks on your side with a look at how they're preparing.
Now, this is an all-hands-on-deck situation. Every firefighter and paramedic, that's hundreds of people, are on call, ready to assist on Saturday. Birmingham Fire and Rescue will load trucks with additional safety equipment, check to make sure the generators are working, fuel up vehicles, and sharpen blades to help with the debris. For the storm, personnel have been moved around and additional resources have been brought in. They also have boats placed in areas of town that are most likely to flood. Battalion Chief Clay Hendon says some of these preps they do every day, but with the warning, they are able to prepare early.
I'd like to say we're always prepared. we're prepared for any event, and that's what these guys are trained for, and they prepare for it every day. Knowing that we kind of got a heads up on an event may be coming, we do focus on it a little more because we actually can anticipate it, but we're ready all the time.
Now, Birmingham will also work with neighboring fire departments to assist as needed. Your reporter in Birmingham, I'm Jillian Brooks for WBRC 6 News. On your side.
Reminder, so important to have multiple ways to get those alerts, including our WBRC First Alert weather app. If you don't have it tonight, a perfect time to make sure it is downloaded while everything is calm. You can get there from the QR code there on your screen. Hope you've enjoyed streaming with the 6 on your side. Thanks for being with us tonight. We're back on air after basketball tonight, sometime first at 9 or 9:30. We'll see you then.